What's up, everybody? We are here with the Unphazed podcast, the number one Moti-tainment podcast in the world. I don't know where you're seeing this. The podcast is everywhere from YouTube to Apple Podcasts to Spotify. Anywhere you get your podcast, you can come check us out, the Unphazed podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Brought to you by Blaze Pizza. Today we got a good conversation. We talking about that real news and that fake news.
Come on
That
now.
fake news. A lot of
Yeah.
people, we even fall for it, like being on podcasts, wanting to talk about what's going viral and different things like that. We're not always as tapped in as we think. We don't really
Not
know
into
what's
not
going
into
on behind the scenes because we can all make assumptions. We can all talk about this and that, but we don't really know what's going on. So I want to talk a little bit about that today. And we got another big thing coming up, E. What else we gonna talk about?
Come on now, let them know. Let them know, baby. Let them know. We got the 100 versus 1 gorilla man competition. I've been hearing
You almost forgot
a
which
lot of
one it
this
was.
perspective, narrative stuff going on. Now I feel with the
Mm.
right strategic planning,
Oh my
we get the
God.
job done. But we
We
just
ain't beating no
stay
gorilla.
tuned. Stay tuned. Y'all
Man.
let me know.
I'm unfazed, I'm unfazed, yeah, I'm unfazed. I'm unfazed, yeah, I'm unfazed. I'm unfazed, yeah, finna stack this paper. I'm unfazed, yeah, finna stack this paper. I'm unfazed.
Oh yeah. Hit your
I don't know what it
Dougie.
is about that
Hit your
intro. I
Dougie.
remember the first time, hearing that, I was like, dang, we need to revamp this intro. And I remember they don't even know I actually worked on a remix version to the
Oh
Unfazed
no.
intro, which y'all may hear one day.
One
But
day
that intro right there is gonna always be a classic,
it's gonna be a
very
classic.
nostalgic for me because it grew on me now. Now when I hear it,
Yeah.
it's like, ooh, ooh.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to find a video of where I made that because I think it's good for people to see that too. Like, how did I was literally in the crib. I'm unfazed.
That's your. I
I'm
always wonder whose
unfazed.
vocals is that over the top of that.
So I used Fiverr and I found somebody that's a lyricist. I think her name, I don't want to mess her name up. It starts with an S like Shanita or something like that, but she does that for people, podcasts, jingles, whatever you need. Hit her up. We had a conversation and she was like, okay, I see the vision. I'll take it from here. Boom. Came out with that. It was crazy.
Okay. Now that's really smooth and it's
Yeah, no, it's
catchy too. It got
smooth.
a catchy little
It's
jingle
smooth.
too.
It's smooth. A lot of people gonna be hearing it. A lot of people
Come on
gonna be
now.
hearing it.
It's
But
coming to a
we
TV
got
and
a
a
lot to talk
podcast
about today.
laptop near you.
Nah, for real. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. I think that's gonna be like my new tag because that's how I always started. We got a lot of crazy stuff going
Right.
on in the
A
world
lot of crazy.
today.
What's crazy, Phase?
The
Weird
world is
stories.
crazy, but I wanted to talk about one thing. So we see with Shadir Sanders, we sure see he's going to the Browns, 144th pick, yada yada. We've been talking about it. Go check out the live episode. We did dive in deep into all that. But one thing we don't know, it's like I've been seeing things drop here and there about, oh, he did this interview with this team and he didn't know the plays, or he didn't want to go over that, or he went into this interview, maybe he had a bad attitude. Maybe he went into, you know what I mean? So one thing I want to talk about as well, and everything we're not going to continue to go over this conversation, but overall is like it's crazy that social media has become that platform to talk about, debate, and discuss things, but the people that are a lot of time debating and discussing these things have no idea what really is going down or
Right.
what's really going on in the back office. And I know it's cool to have the conversations, and that's what we're gonna do. And I mean, we're here to give you guys the current events, give our opinions on it. But a lot of times I have to come back and be like, damn, we don't really know what actually happened.
Now,
Like,
in fact, just they say it's 3 sides to every story.
come on,
There's
what
Shador's
sides?
side,
Uh-huh.
there's the lead side,
And
and
then
there's the
who else?
truth.
Oh, the truth.
Hopefully, we can
Okay,
get
talk
down
to
to
him.
the truth. That's the
Oh,
one that
get that.
matters.
Come on, that's the one that matters. That's what that matters. So it was like that going on with him. Everything we said in the last episode, like we said, go watch that. Is true. I think he's a great player. I think he's gonna dominate. Hey, God is with him and his family and everybody as they go through, and even Shiloh when he's with the Bucks. But I think that's one thing just for all the people is like we don't really know everything that's going on, and if we don't know, it's hard to have such a definitive. Hey, man, I don't like this guy. This guy, like you don't really know what's
No,
going
there's
on.
there's a very distinctive way, and it's funny you say that because
Hmm.
there's 2 clips I watched recently regarding to Shiloh Sanders, which I feel like we don't really talk about him as much,
Yeah.
but he's a Sanders son nonetheless. But on the topic of you saying like how it seems like social media can either control the narrative and or only share one perspective to a story. I seen
Yeah,
one clip, right? It was of Shiloh Sanders, like, can he really play in the NFL? And then there was a clip of him like guarding Antonio Brown when Antonio Brown was playing, like
I
back when
seen
he was at
those.
Jackson State getting his work in. And the first
Oh,
clip
well,
I
this was
had
back.
seen,
This was back in the day.
yeah,
Oh, I thought
yeah,
this was
this
more recent. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So it's like the first clip I had seen, and this just shows the progression in which of the caliber of player he probably is now, in which you came. But the first clip I had seen was Antonio Brown giving him work, like, and it
Yeah.
was like he ain't gonna be able to cover these type of receivers he's gonna be seeing and everything like that. And that was the first clip. And it's funny thing, I'm scrolling on Instagram, I'm like, dang, like I don't know, like, do you think he really gonna be as effective or as versatile in the league? But then they didn't share the full clip of that workout. And then as I
Hmm.
was going scrolling through, ironically, the next clip came up and it was Shiloh Sanders giving Antonio Brown the work. And he really was covering. He's in
Hmm.
phase. So it's
Yeah.
like you can control kind of on the lines of what you're saying. You can control what is, in front of the view. Like and we've known that for a long time, just saying with the
Yeah.
news, even. The news only gonna put in front of you what the government wants you to know. You know what I'm saying? The same way social media is only put in front of you what pulls the attention of the audience, what drives the, the
Hundred
viewership and
percent.
so on and so forth. So
Yeah, and
it's
it's
just
crazy
crazy and
because
ironic
I'm
that
a big like I follow NFL guys for that reason. I love to see like Keenan Allen. He always posts his practice clips and just routes. I love that. So like I'm
boy,
always stuck on the
talking
stories
about
when I'm
route guy.
watching him. But AB does it too when he's running routes. He got a lot of stuff going on now. But like when he's posting routes, I'm like, oh yeah, I love to see that. And I didn't realize it was Shiloh Sanders at first, and then I seen all the controversy because who knows why he did that? Maybe he just is
Yeah.
showing something, whatever. Because he got a lot of stuff going on, but like just seeing that as well. And even from like, let's go back. If he was getting beat up like that against Antonio Brown is one of the nicest ever.
That's Antonio
So
Brown.
there's not a lot of, I'm not going to say there's receivers like him. He's going to have to face receivers like that. But I'm like, at the end of the day, like that's one of the greatest receivers of all time.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? Like, so no, there's not gonna a lot of people that are gonna be like him. So even if he was getting cooked, but the fact was he wasn't getting cooked the whole team. Like he was had some place where he was locking Antonio Brown down. So that's even a great thing that you brought that up because, like you said, it's all perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a video. Candace
Phase
Owens.
always got a video
I
now,
got the
y'all.
video,
He gonna always have something
man.
on
It
standby.
was a video. I always say Candace Parker, but Candace Parker is the basketball player, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're gonna
Yes.
get into this too. The WNBA is coming back, baby. I said, let me go back. Let me redo that. Let me
Speaking of
redo that.
WNBA,
Let
shout
me
out
redo that.
to
I'm sorry.
go ahead, do your thing. What's the
The
what's the Dallas team?
WNBA is coming back, baby. Let's go. Hey, I was watching the WNBA, the Indiana Fever versus Brazil. They did that at Iowa, where Caitlin Clark played. They went back to home.
Oh my,
Oh
here he
my God, it
go.
was beautiful.
Here
It
goes
was
Miss
beautiful.
Caitlin.
And
This
she
is
hit a
Caitlin Clark, number
three
one
from
fan.
where
If
she
y'all
had hit
don't
a
know,
three before, but it wasn't no competition though. Like they blew them out like 100, and they probably had like
it's how
not
it's
even
supposed to
50
be. You
points.
know, Team USA is how it's supposed to be.
You know, it wasn't Team USA, it was the Indiana Fever.
It's so good. I mean, it could have been worse.
It could have been
That's
worse.
the lady here in the USA, man.
Could have been
We
worse, but
excited.
we
We
ain't
ready
gonna
for
get into
y'all.
that right now. But I want to talk about this video with Candace Parker. I
Come
said
on.
Candace Parker, Candace Owens. What she was talking about, bro, it was basically what we were talking about as far as like perspective, how a lot of people take things a certain way, but they don't really know the background of what's going on. And a lot of people don't even care to do the research or the digging to see what's going on. And it's on Instagram, so it may be a little off, but let me know if you can hear it as well.
Will always love Ye. I will always defend him because I think he did one of the bravest things in speaking about what happened to him, and the questions were never answered about what Harley Pasternak did to him that night. And I think it's what was done to Britney Spears based on my readings of MK Ultra program, which has never been stopped. I think Harley Pasternak it's extremely problematic. And he's literally telling you what happened to him and no one's listening. And everyone's like, he's gone crazy. They drugged me against my will. And when you read those experiments of how they could literally give somebody a mental disorder via a cocktail of drugs, LA becomes very scary.
Who was that? I didn't hear
Harley
that.
Pasternak,
Yeah.
the trainer that trains all the stars that
Oh, okay.
keep dying in baths.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Aaron Carter, when he reached out to Kanye, and when Kanye said Harley Pasternak did this, Aaron Carter tweeted at Kanye and said, we should talk. And then that was his last tweet. The next day, Aaron Carter was found dead in a bath. There's something very evil brewing in Hollywood. And I think he was one of the bravest people ever who spoke out on what happened to him. And I won't deal with everybody talking about the after when we're not talking about the before.
Mm-hmm. You don't think his stuff is a bit much now, though?
Like I said, we got to deal with the before. Like Kanye was Kanye, and then Harley Pasternak took him to his house and got an ambulance and had him drugged and admitted that in a text message. He said, I'll do it again and we'll take you to La La Land. He was military trained in the Canadian military and was allowed to experiment with drugs on humans. He spoke about that openly. What the hell is he doing as a gym trainer in LA to all the stars? So,
Hey man, look,
What the
yeah,
hell?
this is crazy though. And this is one of those things where it got me thinking, bro. I'm like, forget the celebrities. Okay, the celebrity, that story is a different thing, but it's like we don't ever really know what's going on. So when people get so attached, like I had to catch myself sometimes, like just scrolling on social media and this and that. We get so attached to what's going on and all these false narratives, as Trump says, this fake news, all that fake news going around. You know what I mean? We got to be careful of like what we're taking
Fake
in.
news.
Fake news, like what we're bringing in, because it is crazy. And this one hit me hard though. Like I'm just watching this video. This one hit me hard because we don't know. Like we see Kanye doing all these burst out. He was just on a stream, acting up, crying, talking about how he's gay and all this and
Yeah.
all that. Like all that. So I'm like, dang, okay, Kanye's been off it for a while, but we don't know what's really going on. And we just see what we see, and like we're not his friends, we're not background around him, but it's like it's just a crazy thing to like make judgments on somebody, make judgments on people, talk badly about Shadur Sanders and all this. We don't know what's going on. We don't know
Right
what
now,
really
fast.
happened.
And on that alone, first of all, that's my first time seeing that video, and you know, it was my first time hearing about what was going on to Kanye when he first kind of opened up about it. And I thought it was kind of strange. Like, okay, why come out about it now? Like, where you really want to, those people who are dealing with it, and it, just took you some time to come to fruition. But like you said, there's always reason to everything. There's always something going on that we don't know. And we've heard about this with plenty of celebrities. Eventually it's okay. Well, this was the reason why I grew up and I act like this, whatever the case may be. Now, ultimately, still at the end of the day, they are human beings. So it's almost like you have to get to a point where you have to respect them as a human being. And I guess when we put them on that pedestal or whatever, or glorify them or glamify them, whatever the case may be, a lot of people forget that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of intriguing to realize they're just as much human as we are. They're just as much touchable as we are. So yeah. That was crazy though, to hear stuff like that. But again, we hear about
Yeah,
it all the time in Hollywood, and it's never until somebody's really at the end of their rope they done already degraded him and beat on him, and you know what I'm saying, really tarnished his name and try to do the most negative they could, and then it finally comes out because he can't hold back anymore. He's like, look, I gotta speak up about this, and then it almost has you wondering still, what now is the fake news? Is it Kanye just trying to give us an excuse?
yeah,
Or
exactly.
is this really so now it's like you gotta
Now it's like this back
figure
and
out what do you
forth. This
believe?
is
You know what I'm
like,
saying? So
you know what I mean? So just be quick to like have your own opinion, because like we really don't know. And it's cool to talk about it, this and that, but you know what I mean? Just be like not even do your research, because like no research you do. I say just be quick to judge. You know what I mean? We're all
yeah.
humans. We all out here doing our best. We all, you know what I'm saying? People do bad things, of course, but we all human, like you said. We
And
out
we're
here
quick
trying to
to
do our
follow
best.
though, for real too. Like a lot of
Yes,
people follow. Some people just can't think for themselves. They're quick to, jump on the bandwagon of a narrative or a perspective, and not really able to think for themselves, and easier manipulated. You know what I'm saying, by most of the news they see, and super gullible. So
exactly. And this one with Kanye, it touched me, right? Because I seen this video. And this is me. I'm from, y'all don't know, for all the viewers, I'm from born and raised Chicago, Illinois. Die hard Kanye fan. You know, I'm,
come
I'm
on
not
from
gonna
the
say die
east.
hard Kanye fan, but like I'm a huge Kanye fan,
That's
Kanye
the vibe.
supporter. But it's always become like controversial. It's like, okay, we playing his music. Like he's kind of becoming like the R. Kelly of the, you know what I mean? Because he's talking about the Jewish people and just saying whatever he want off, saying all this crazy stuff. So he's kind of been like in that mode. So this video, I seen this. Y'all can even see. It's funny. They brought my comment up too. I said, "This is me 1,000%." You know what I mean? So we gotta watch this video, bro.
Come on, that boy got the blue
Eat
check.
for breakfast and insure for dessert.
You tweeted again. Did you hear what I said?
She take my money when I'm in need. That song, it sort of drowns out everything else, you know?
Check his Twitter.
He's a genius. The man's a genius. Every genius is a little rough around the edges.
We already used that excuse for the Nazi thing.
Yeah, well, then we'll come up with more. The KKK stuff, the racism, the misogyny. He'd make a great president. The man tweeted straight up porn. And he gave you my beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy. Now, where is your loyalty? Oh, me being a Kanye fan would involve scrolling through 72 straight anuses on my timeline.
You have to separate the art from the artist.
I tried that. And then I saw this tweet. Now!
I have to move on. I can't. There's always Jack Harlow. He made graduation.
But he also did this. I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra flat. Until the day I die, I'm gonna defend that.
No.
But nah, bro, I'm sorry. That video, bro, that's
As
me, bro.
funny as it is, there's some real messages in there for real.
That's a real message in
Like,
there.
it's crazy. Because you're
I
laughing.
was like,
'cause
bro, I
he
feel that,
goofy,
bro.
but you kind of like, dang. And I like that statement, like, separate the artist from the art or whatever. Because a lot of time, like, even with the R. Kelly, like, don't get me wrong. You know, since this situation happened with R. Kelly, it's been harder for me to listen to R. Kelly because it's like, dang,
Yes.
am I a criminal? This still my joint right here.
Yeah, and you a
But-
DJ, so you probably just throw a little in there, just look
Right.
around, see what people do.
What
Okay.
else we gonna do at the barbecue? Come on, we gotta step in the name of
Come
love.
step in the name of love. You got to.
Cause I know someone. But all right. But yeah,
You have
it's
to.
crazy though. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
but then some of his stuff is like though, like when you listen to it, also it's like the Pod Piper, and when he just says some
Like
other
it's
stuff, I'm like, okay,
red.
all right, brother, I'm not gonna listen to this
All right,
because
all right,
I
all
know.
right, all right.
You know, all right now, Kelly. All right now, Robert. Cut it
Right,
out,
you gotta
Robert.
go by his government. You know
Robert,
R. Kelly.
cut it out.
Mr. Robert.
We need to talk about this. But nah, man, I think that's just one of the big things. I just wanted to touch on that today. So as far as like just anybody just like coming from like this podcast when we talk about stuff, I'm not one that's big on like, oh my God, this celebrity just did this and he did that. And no, 'cause that's not this type of podcast, but it is. I just wanted to bring that up as far as like when we're coming with news or coming with anything, you know what I mean? We're just coming, like we said, to give the information, talk about it, give our opinion on it. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like we know we're speaking from the perspective like these are humans. You know what I mean?
Right.
Dang, this human did this. This human's going through that. This is how we feel about it. You know what I mean? So
Well,
I think it's just pretty
ultimately,
cool to
what
talk
we're trying
about
to get
that.
y'all to realize is at the end of the day, everybody is posting something that's all for entertainment. You know, everybody's doing something, and whether it's bringing you news, whether it's bringing you information, excitement, keeping you whatever. If it's something that you feel is swayed your opinion strongly, something, just think for yourself. Do your own investigation before you are quick to judge somebody and determine that this is the situation. Research, make sure you have the full story. Develop your own perspective. No matter how many podcasts you watch, and I know it's easy to be sucked into the podcast realm of like people who are successful. Okay, it got to be true. This is somebody who was successful off of sharing his perspective and sharing the narrative. But even still, even in that lane, do your own research. Make sure you got the truth. So don't be so
Nah,
quick to
definitely.
judge, bro.
Nah, definitely 100%, bro. But I know we talked about that, but one of the things that we definitely have to touch on is like this one gorilla versus 100 men.
Hey man,
Like what's going
this is the
on
fake
here?
news we're talking about. But a part of me, like I've been like I'm
I mean,
so
I have to adjust this for this conversation.
I'm so
We
torn
gotta
in
talk.
between if we could do it or not. And it's because like somebody made a valid point. What gorilla are we talking about? Because I think a lot of our perspective is thinking about King Kong or some big gorilla. Every gorilla's not that big. So I think with the right gorilla and the
No,
right
so
team,
yeah, so I
we
think
might get good.
let's lay it out though. Let's
Right.
lay this out. Let's really have this conversation
So what
so
you
we can
thinking?
understand
Like,
the metrics.
come on now,
So,
what you thinking?
but no, your first thing, right, is okay. I'm gonna do the research. Let's do the research, right?
All right, let's do
Gorilla.
average gorilla size. What we got?
Let me see this right here. I'm gonna look up the average gorilla
Right, we
size. How
need the
about that?
average.
I'm gonna
But
look up
just
the
so y'all
average.
know, we're not coming at them with average men size Paul. That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know what you're talking
crazy
about.
of a statement. I need a brief intermission.
Yeah, get that. And so we got the average gorilla is 350 pounds to 450 pounds. That's light. That's
I got
lighter than
something
I
for his
thought.
ass.
That's
I
lighter than
got
I thought.
I got something for his ass.
And the banana too. Oh my God.
You know, and we're gonna hey, funny how people can't even eat bananas comfortable no more.
Yeah, I know. So
I
this
wanted
is
somebody to
this is different, bro. So no. So if we're really having this conversation, right? The average it's saying is 350 pounds to 450 pounds.
that's
And
our old
height,
lineman. I think we got him.
yeah, we got him. And height
I think
is
we got him.
4'4".
I
We
think the
definitely
thing
got
that
him.
gets me, I think they said the average wingspan is like 8 feet, and then the pound per punch pressure or ratio is like he can lift like 2,000. I don't know.
But
The
forget that.
strength is
We're
crazy.
gonna talk about this though. We're going to go from the tallest gorilla recorded in the wild is 6'5".
I'm 6'2". I might can get him. I might can get him, but the
Yeah,
backup, I might can get him.
yeah. Let's see how much does the largest gorilla weigh? I didn't finish that. 589 pounds, so almost 600 pounds. Okay.
I don't
So
know if we got
next,
him. My
yes.
squat, my squats maxed out a couple
So,
hundred
so,
pounds.
so now we're back in. Now we got some of the metrics in the data,
Right.
right?
Okay.
Because that actually
Okay.
brings it in a lot, right? Because I know I made my list. I don't know if you made your list, but
I got a top 10. I
how
got
you do?
size.
Okay.
Some of them might be on the fly, but we can go trade for trade. How about we do this? Let's do. We're gonna go back and forth. You give one, I give one.
Okay.
We can't duplicate. So whoever's on your
Can't
team can't
duplicate.
be on my team.
Okay. You don't.
We're just
I
gonna do
know for
top 10.
sure you don't have anybody on
We're
my
just gonna do top
list.
10. Okay. I'll go first. Can I go
Go
first?
ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
And give me a little reasoning behind it too, if you could. If
Okay,
I
so
need it.
my team is strictly size.
Oh, you're going
Pause.
size. You're going
But
size.
I'm
Okay.
doing straight strength.
Strength,
I'm doing
durability
straight, and I might do people who are not in their prime anymore, but when I say their name, I'm talking
in
about
their
prime
prime.
time men.
Me too. Me too.
Prime time person, I gotta go him first because he's baby gorilla himself.
Okay.
Shout out to the legend in his prime, Mr. Ronnie Coleman. That's number one.
Okay.
That's big man on campus. I need that on my team.
Okay. Ronnie
Who you got?
Coleman. I'm going
Okay.
prime Mike Tyson.
Ooh. I didn't even have no boxes on my list, but because you said that, I need George Foreman.
Okay.
I ain't gonna do no more boxers, but give me Big George.
Okay, Big George.
George
Okay.
in the jungle right there.
Next one for me. The Great Khali.
Ooh,
He's
I like that
killing them.
because he was on my list, but he was not my number one wrestler, and I had to
Yeah.
slow down my wrestler intake
Yeah.
because not only did I have the Great Khali, but you know who I'm coming with?
Oh.
Well,
Oh, that's a big
well,
one.
it's a big show.
That's a big one. Okay. Okay.
We might got him right there alone.
Yeah, now we might got him just with that little crew right there. If he's
Come on
only
now.
300 something, actually, I don't know. We need more. No, you definitely need 100 because the first
Come on
5, I don't care how big you are. The first 10, I don't really care how big you are. That you gotta. The first 10 is just like, okay, I'm gonna kill you 10. But he's gonna be a little tired after that. So the second 20, that's gonna be the way that's gonna actually get the gorilla. But next one for me, The Rock.
Oh, he's on my list. He was.
The
Sure
Rock.
was.
The
It's something about the
way.
wrestlers.
Yeah, come on. Come
It's
on.
something about the wrestlers, and they're gonna have to start standing on business. As many years as we supported their fake wrestling career, we need real intentions.
We need
So I don't
real.
care how fake it was. If they wasn't small, I definitely would have had the Hardy Brothers because I need a nigga come
Yeah.
off top rope on
Yeah.
the gorilla. I
But the
need
gorilla
some
gonna be
spring
like,
action.
oh, get that fly
But
off
we're
my
gonna
head.
keep
Get that
to
fly off my head.
size. I like sports specific people.
Okay.
And I think my top 10 was strictly sports, but I'm going straight mass. I'm trying to be bigger than the gorilla. So Probably somewhat close. So give me Big Diesel next. Give me
Big
Big
Diesel.
Diesel.
Okay.
Shaquille.
Okay. And I'll follow that up with rest in peace, Kimbo Slice.
Ooh,
Rest in peace, Kimbo Slice.
that was a great pick.
Come on.
Hey, RP Kimbo, man.
Come on. And I'm
Trump
gonna get a
get
little I'm gonna
hard
get a little
like Kimbo
creative too
Slice.
now. I'm gonna get a little creative now too with mine. So
Okay.
I hope you're prepared.
I'm gonna go one more sports, and then I'm gonna try to think outside the box and get people a little bit more than just the sports.
Go ahead.
But for my last sports, I want Mr. Blindside himself. Give me Big Michael
I
Orr.
hate you. I had
Give me
him on
Big.
my thing. I had him on my thing.
I
Oh,
need
that's
Mike.
crazy.
I
Okay,
need
okay, I
Mike.
got you. Let me get Bruce Lee. What are you talking about?
Okay. So
What's wrong?
let's talk about it because Bruce Lee, he only like 150.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
Soaking
But
Wet maybe 160.
if I'm making the crew of 100, most of them are going to have some kung fu experience. You know what I mean? Because I think size, I'm going to have my size layer. You know what I mean? Those are going to be the first 10, 15, 20, 50. But after that, I need straight kung fu. They know how to touch them in different, sleep on. You know what I mean? I need that.
Okay.
I'm going to just do my other one too. I got Jackie Chan on here too.
Okay,
Jackie
no,
get down. The gorilla is not touching
go
Jackie.
With somebody, since we doing karate, I'm gonna go with somebody who you might not even thought of.
Okay.
Might not even have been on your radar, on your list. Great martial artist. I don't think like he gets enough credit for his martial arts, but Kimbo Slice studied a little bit from him too.
Chuck Norris.
I ain't gonna do no more introductions for this man. Michael J. White. If you know who that is, Michael J. White. From
Bloodbone. Never back down.
Don't be the reference. I was gonna
Never back down
because a lot of people know him from his Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah,
yes,
Never Back
Mr.
Down. I think
Motherfucker,
was the
yes.
first movie I seen with him. Though Never Back
Yes.
Down. Those are great movies. If you
Yes,
ever seen those?
and
Okay,
he's really like
I
that.
agree.
Though. I seen some of his fighting, but
I
for what you
agree.
said strategically alone, not only is he a great martial artist, but he's stocky.
He's
now.
stocky
So, come
too.
on.
Yeah. I think you need.
that.
I need my kung fu champs in there. I'm gonna have my UFC
Where we at
fighters in
right
there.
now? Where we at right now? So
I don't know.
I got Diesel, Ronnie Coleman, Big Show, Michael J. Y, Michael Orr. I feel like I have one more on there. Or was that we just 5 in right now?
Yeah, we don't gotta do all of them, but
All right,
I think the other one I got is this one may surprise you a little bit, but I'm putting Trump out there.
Just for distraction purposes.
Just for distraction purposes,
'Cause I don't
hoping
know.
that he could communicate with them. You know what I mean? Try to just talk to him.
At
And if
least
you
support
hit me,
that monkey.
I'm gonna put a tariff on your ass. You know what I mean? That's what I'm putting Trump out there. You know what I mean?
He gonna build a wall.
Because we
sure.
also look, we're orchestrating the show. We're managing this. So we gotta bring eyes to this. This is a big thing. We need that. He's gonna get the people here. The people want to see that. The people want to see Trump versus Gorilla. So I'm gonna just give the people what they want to see. That's it.
I need some speed. But with speed, I also need matter of fact, I ain't gonna go speed yet. I need somebody who I know is ready to run through a wall.
Okay.
I don't know who yet. I'm gonna give you 2 names. But I think I know which one I want to go. I got Goldberg and I got Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, Stone Cold is a menace to society himself.
Goldberg, who Goldberg?
John 6'3", huh?
Who's Goldberg?
Goldberg is a wrestler as well.
Okay.
And his son played for Dion. Shout out to his son.
Okay.
But Goldberg, pull up his highlights. You gotta say Goldberg used to spear nigga mid-ring. Just get him out of there. So
wow. Okay.
I'm still going straight. And he played in the league. Played for my team, the Atlanta Falcons, at one brief stint with Dion.
The cheaters.
Shout out Goldberg, man. I gotta go Goldberg just off that alone. Shout out to Stone Cold, but I'm going Goldberg. I'm going Goldberg on my list for sure.
You going Goldberg? Okay, I got one that's gonna tie. It's gonna top everything.
Not Miss Color Purple. We need Mr.
But she would do some damage too. But my next one is the best one.
What
I think we come on. Come on.
You might get the Gorilla just off that.
Come on. You might. Actually, I got 2. You just made me think of one. Fat Albert.
Oh.
Going crazy. You can't catch him.
I feel like if you have Fat Albert, he has to come package deal with the team. We need much mouth.
He does. You do. You need that. No, that wasn't my real one though. My real one, I'm gonna shut this down. This is the conversation. The conversation's over after this.
Let me hear it. I don't know.
I'm gonna let you guess it. You gotta guess it. I'm gonna do it.
All right, give me some hint. Give me a hint.
Wait.
Don't tell me, but get me close to it.
I'm not. I'm gonna get you close to it. I'm gonna get you close to it. I'm gonna say, how you doing? Hey, I can't even. Um, I forgot it. I'm blanking on it. But my pick, Medea.
No. Okay,
Medea.
that's where you lost me. But first of all, we're
Medea.
doing no weapons, so she don't get the
Medea.
gun.
Medea is a
So
gangster. What you mean?
I don't know.
Medea over
I think
all of
Mr.
them.
Tyler Perry is getting outright out
No,
of here.
Medea is. Are you serious right now, bro? Don't look at.
What you gonna do?
You she's whooping.
First of all,
Come on, you big yapper.
Look, that's the gorilla.
I'm taking Miranda.
What's going on in here?
Hey, bro, come on, man. Medea
If we
for the
doing
win.
that, then give me Mr. I broke your toy. That's funny on my team. If we
That's a
doing
good
that,
one. That's a good one.
I
Sorry,
need.
Mr. Officer.
And matter of fact, give me on top of that. I need high quality H2O. I need Mr. Waterboy on my team.
That's the
Let's go
one.
ahead and double down. I need all of it.
That's the one. No, we definitely need that.
Water sucks. I'm gonna tell him water sucks, and I'm gonna tell him the gorilla said.
The gorilla did it. Yeah. You talk about my mama. Yeah, all that. We need all
I
that.
need all that
Nah.
on the team. For sure.
Nah, I'm gonna kill Bill. I'm gonna go
Sure.
kill Bill. I don't know the name, the bride.
Okay, I feel like
But she has a lot of weapons though.
I'm about to say, yeah, without, well, I ain't gonna lie.
She's
Okay,
a
this
kung
is strictly
fu
off topic.
or
But shout out to Kill Bill. I remember watching that movie as a kid, and she escaped from that grave box underneath the ground. That was the coldest thing I ever seen.
Coldest.
I for sure would have been dead. For sure. Oh, for
POTUS.
sure.
I think I like the Jackie Chan Chris Tucker combo just because you know how they do the thing, and I've always wanted this too from a friend, from a lover, from somebody. When we get in some sort of dangerous situation, right? Me and them, they start arguing like, Iman, come on, you stupid boy. Like, look how you got us in this conversation. You got us in boom. And then we just both start attacking the people.
All right,
You know what I mean? Like the setup to do that. You know what I mean? I think they could do that. I think Jackie Chan Rush Hour, that's
All right.
ultimate.
Since we stand, so now we on the movie characters, and this one might catch you by surprise. You're like, what? But I believe in him, not only for his music.
You believe in him, okay?
I believe him, not only for his music, but also let's not forget he had a monkey. I gotta have Michael Jackson on my team.
I had him on my list too.
I gotta have MJ on my team now. I gotta have Mr. MJ on the team now.
I had him on my list too. Yes, because nobody's touching that. Nobody's touching that.
Team crazy, yo.
Nobody's touching that. You see this?
Crazy. Gonna be crazy.
Nobody's touching that, bro. You're right.
Hey, have you ever played the Michael Jackson video game?
Experience, yes.
No. I'm talking about the Michael Jackson experience. Yes, Michael Jackson Experience is a great video game. That was one of my favorite games. I'm talking about the Michael Jackson it was an old game back in the day.
And you could be like, be him.
Where it was like a Street Fighter game.
Oh,
and Michael Jackson was breakdancing doing these.
I know
moves
what you're
and
talking about. I have played that.
But that game was hard, bro.
You remember the arcade over here? I think they had that.
Yeah.
I was playing. I remember that. Yeah, I played an arcade game.
Hilarious, yo.
That game was lit. That game is lit. But overall, I think if I was out there, I think what I'm saying I'm getting them done. I'm getting the gorilla right.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna.
As long as look, as long as I'm after if I'm number 75.
That's too close. I'm gonna be 99. If that.
Yeah. No, make me just 90
and we
plus.
tapping in waves. I'm in the 5th wave.
Because then if he finished all of y'all, he won at that point. If he got to number 90,
it's just me.
There's only 10 of us. So it's if he got there, let's just call it stop. Let's stop.
You know what, Mr. Gorilla? You got this.
You got it. Let's
be on the topic. Let's be on the topic too. Because it's not just that one verse, one gorilla versus 100 men. There's also been a lot of other ones that I seen this 1 man, 1,000 ants. Now, I don't know about you.
1 man, 1,000 ants.
I feel like we lose that 1,001 times out of 10.
1 man, 1,000 ants.
1 man, 1,000.
And is this we can't use nothing? We gotta just duke it out.
It's just hands, and if we fight in the ants, somebody made a valid point. if you would hit the ants or you stump the ants, yeah, you might get 1,000. But by the time you pull your boot up, they own you. It's no going back. It's no going back.
As long as you said, as soon as you do what, pull your
as
boot
soon as
up.
you stump, have you ever been like in an ant pile? You ain't
Yeah,
never
you
like
get them and they come get you. Yes, all the time.
right.
Yeah.
So as soon as you make impact, they own you. It's over with by that.
So how does it start though? So is it like they're right there, we're right there, go, da-da-da-da, and we just
I
get
don't know.
going?
I don't even know how they're laid out. Like if it's just they're
Or
on the
do they just
ground.
start on you and go?
If they start on you, it's a wrap. That first of all, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
And then what kind of ants you talking about? Fire ants?
We can't do
Red
fire
ants?
ants. No, it has to be regular ants. Fire ants, because that's like
Hey, you know it's
weapon.
crazy. This kind of sparks conversation. Okay, 1,000 ants, but what about like 50 bees or something like that? I don't know. Like bees,
Wow.
I've been afraid of bees for I don't know as long as I can remember. I've been stung like 6 times. Neither one of them did.
50 bees. I think we could. I don't know. Because
Ah,
I was gonna say yeah, because a couple swats and we out of there, but it's like all it takes is like a couple of them to start biting you, then your lips start swelling out
oh yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
You gonna
And
be
then
like Nutty Professor? Oh, I'm clumping.
yeah. You know what I mean? You remember that movie Will Smith in that one movie where he got the
Oh, that boy
yeah,
hits.
yeah, and it's like yeah, that
Hey,
we're
no,
gonna get
but
to looking like
what
that
would
something with.
your man versus creature challenge be if you could come up with one?
It would be one Phazione versus 100 dogs.
All right. First of
It'd
all,
be
there's a
for
man versus
dogs.
dog. There's a man versus dog, and that's a great challenge. I don't know if 100 one Phazon versus 100 dogs. I don't know.
Oh,
I
you
think
don't think so?
I think you
Yeah,
get your ass chewed up.
and I'm not. Look, I'm a dog liker.
All right, you better have that
I'm
goddamn
not a
whistle.
dog lover. I'm a dog liker. But I remember when I was younger, and this is like, you know what? To all my dog lovers, you might want to skip this part. Hit the space bar a couple
Hey,
times
Phase, don't
over.
incriminate yourself now. Be
Look,
careful.
look. All I want to say is I've played Call of Duty, as a lot of us have growing up,
I know you're not talking
and
about no hellhound.
and I've had images because in Dallas there's a lot of dogs around, and when dogs walk by me and the owner can't hold on to them and they do a little at me, I'm very calm. But in my mind, I revert back to Call of Duty when we used to be in the snow. It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the only one I ever played. You was in the snow on a mission. They send the dogs after you. The dog jump on you. Then you just hit that down button on the little thing.
First of
Break
all,
that
Phase,
dog neck.
how many
And you
times? How
back in
many?
camouflage.
How many
The dog come up on me. I pull it.
I just want y'all to know this will be the last Unphased Spot episode if it was one phase
A
versus 100
dog pull up.
dogs. Look, hold on.
Hey, yeah, come on.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're not talking about 100 of these, bro.
100.
We're not.
Yeah, no.
We're
What
not.
100 of
We're
what
not
then?
talking. Almost.
Those are so cute.
We're not talking about 100 of these. Lock into the episode, brother.
Yeah, lock in. With
We're
the
not
red
talking about
eyes, I
100
love
of
it.
these. We talking about 100 pit bulls, 100 German shepherds, 100 Doberman pitchers.
Okay.
We're talking about them. We're not talking about 100 Yorkies and Chihuahuas, Pomeranians, Shih
So we got to be
Tzus.
specific. Okay, so we're talking about 100 of pit bulls.
Hey, y'all shout out. These are Unphased dogs. My dogs Sam and Jackson. If y'all didn't know.
We're going to do a dog episode soon. I hope they ready.
All right, y'all gotta go. Gotta go. Appreciate y'all for stopping by.
But what about 100 men, 100 phases versus
You know what? But you know what challenge I will give you?
100
One
pit
phase.
bulls.
What? Huh?
100 on 100. Why don't we just keep it simple? 100 versus 100 pit bulls and 100 phases, and let's duke it out.
We
They want to battle?
We might
Let's
do one phase
go.
versus one pit bull.
That's why I put this on. I'm in my creed mode.
Oh yeah.
I'm in my creed
You
bag.
started off kind of risky. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. You didn't know if I
The
had it at
jabs,
first.
they were coming a little.
No, because I just play with the jabs. You just play with the jab. You just play with the jab.
Leave it out,
Then you
leave it
let
out.
them go. Then you
Okay,
let them go.
okay.
I got it.
We got to
You
get
know
a
a
boxing
box.
episode in here for sure.
We had to.
I got a boxer. Shout out to my homie Frank. He shoots a podcast too. I had tapped in with him for sure, but
He
actually used
boxes?
to fight for Team USA with Bud Crawford a while back. But they really good friends. And shout out to Bud.
Yeah. Shout out. What's his name? What's your guy's name? What's your
Huh?
guy's name? Your guy's name.
Frank.
Let's get on the podcast. Tell him I knock him out. That's it. Tell him I
Hey,
knock him
first of
out.
all, Frank over. He
Call
got
him out.
hands now.
Look, Team
I was trying to
USA.
say,
This
look,
is Team
now you done
Unphased.
started something. Now I gotta get him on the episode.
I
Soon
knocked him
as
out.
I'm
Frank,
calling him. Now I
Frank
gotta see.
Bud,
We might have to do a little fight card. I might have to fight
Frank
somebody
and
underneath on
Bud,
the fight card. I might can get us
Frank
right.
Bud, Pitbull, whoever
We
won
can do the
it.
unfazed versus champ talk. Champ talk,
I,
champ
I,
reaction.
yeah, I'm just letting you know. Cause look, if I'm being honest with you, I play football now, but boxing was my real calling.
Okay.
Like growing up, South side of Chicago.
All right.
Um, we like, you think
I thought you
about
was a rapper.
Chicago, just don't worry about that. But you think about South side Chicago and the suburbs, had to fight a lot in the suburbs, People don't think that.
Every December.
People don't think you fight in the suburbs too.
All
They
right,
fight
all
out
right.
there. But you know what I mean? I was one of those guys. People didn't want to fight me because they knew I had it in me already. So it wasn't ever that. And I started playing football just because I was like, man, I don't want to have to go in this world and damage people because boxing is a dangerous sport. And I was like, I'm gonna leave that to people who are a little less talented than me, give them that, and I'm gonna pursue football. So yeah,
You know
so I
what I
wouldn't
would give you though,
even
Faye?
Fred Frank, I wouldn't want to do that to him, but I can come out of retirement for a little bit.
I think
We'll
on a
talk.
more realistic tip, I'll give you one phase versus maybe 10 to 100 DBs. I definitely see that. But now do I see
One
what
phase
DB?
to DBs, like the defender.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, infinite. You can do infinite. I'm
But
always gonna get
hold
open.
on, before you get confident, we gotta see what DBs we got on there.
Are we
First,
talking about just catching the
we'll just
ball
do
or
one
what?
phase and 10 prime time all-star DBs. I'm talking about these are NFL Pro Bowler DBs.
But no, you gotta let me know what's the scenario here. Are we fighting to the death? Or are we just trying to score or catch the ball? Like,
Well, whatever your takes on it, we'll do two perspectives. If you will beat them in a fight and if you score a touchdown.
let's not do the fight one because I don't want to start nothing. Because I'm gonna be there next year. What you mean? And I ain't gonna
That
have
nigga gonna be they gonna
look,
be there called you. Oh yeah, so
look, what's
Faze, remember
up?
last season? Oh you didn't know?
Yeah,
You didn't know we
exactly. Like,
cheated.
hey, my bad,
Oh yeah,
Jalen. I ain't
pull
mean
up.
nothing, Jalen.
You're gonna be
God
AJ
dang.
Green out there.
Yeah, for real. But so 10 of them, and I have to catch the ball or something.
Yeah, yeah, okay, come on now. That's what Faze is known for right now.
No, yeah, no,
Keeping you around.
I would definitely, I would definitely get it out. If they're coming with no plan, if they're just coming out there, hey, they're just all lined up. We're figuring out a way. We're gonna figure out a way. I'm gonna get my
Right.
catch. I'm
What
gonna
would
get my
you what
catch.
would what would you think your opening route would be? Like how are you fading off the top?
I
Are
don't
we
know.
going 10 for
So
10? We
we
hitting
have
them
it has to be a
with a little double move?
every
What are we doing?
it has. I think I'm going double move right out the gate. I think I'm gonna do
All right,
post
man.
corner right out the gate, corner post option, poco. So it's like now I could always give them something at the line. There's 10 of them here. Now, they just think I'm all running the corner, and I'm at least have three on me when I break the post. But it's like now it's just 3-on-1. I got to make a big time play because there's
Okay.
always gonna be someone around. You know what I mean?
He's in
So
the gauntlet. He's in the gauntlet.
that's honestly what I think.
All
But
right, we
fighting
got
to
that.
the death, we ain't gonna talk about that.
I said, all right now.
I don't know,
But
but I like that conversation though.
for sure, for sure, for sure. You
Ants,
know who I
yeah.
didn't have on my list? That should have been on my list.
Medea,
Now I'm the dashiki, sucking the licky.
cornbread.
Come on, I need Mr.
No, no,
Cornbread
no,
on my
no,
team.
no. Cornbread post P though. Post P.
Mm.
You're not even locked in, so I'll make it easier for you. Cornbread post bite.
I don't know. Cornbread post bite he got shot.
I take cornbread post bite. The other cornbread, I don't know.
You see the
I
way he
don't
walked
know.
up on Smoke?
Yeah, you're
I know.
right.
You
You're
see the way he
right.
walked up on
Yeah,
Stacks?
he was
He was
about to
ready,
go
ready to
off.
be
Yeah, you're
about
right.
that. So,
You're right.
but he was a
You're
little
right.
slow. He wasn't reading the signs. Cornbread don't. You let the white woman in. We ain't gonna
Yeah.
talk. We ain't gonna
I
talk
was
about
I
it.
was I was thinking down Denzel too, like Equalizer Denzel, but
Straight
I'm
in
like
jet.
that's too much gun though. Too many guns. He needs guns. So I don't even want to put Denzel out there.
I was gonna say because if you was gonna do I was going Jason Statham for sure. For
Jason
sure.
Statham, yeah, no, Jason
Jason
Statham for
Statham
sure.
is a beast.
Jason Statham, Vin Diesel,
I don't know. Vin Diesel's lost my
yeah,
vote.
yeah.
I was okay. Vin Diesel, Riddick, Chronicles of Riddick, Vin Diesel. I'll give you that. But if we talking about Fast Furious, Vin Diesel,
Nah,
this point is
yeah. And I did Medea for a reason too. Let's bring some women into this. What woman? 100 women versus the gorilla.
With that conversation, we can definitely get on that. I would love to talk women
He said, and
versus the
that's the
gorilla, but
podcast. And we'll see you guys. Have a great
I
podcast.
say
I
yeah, we
appreciate
don't
you guys.
we don't want to. I don't want to get canceled with the statement I'm gonna make. But last time I checked, Medea got a little undercarriage. But we'll let a woman feel like what she want to feel like.
Hey,
I'm talking. Are we
but
talking about biological woman? Or are we talking about?
I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Whatever you identify as.
Okay. Because then give me.
Actually, let's
Let's
just do women. Actually, we can do anyone. No, but don't say it as like
give
you
me
think
rock
this
candy.
person identifies as this person. Let's just do women. Women, just women. Ronda Rousey.
What women do you really think that
Ronda
really get
Rousey.
out there? Who?
Ronda Rousey.
I don't know. Ronda Rousey got kicked in the head by a girl that was half her size.
Yeah, but she's been resting for this event. I already talked to her, so she'll be there.
Okay. Then I really got to think on this one because there are some. I'm putting Serena out there for sure. I can give me Venus and Serena. I need both of them out there.
We need a tag
For
team.
sure.
We need a tag team.
Oh, for sure. Give
We got a
me.
tag team.
Give me.
I'm going Ivanka Trump.
Okay. That's a good pick though.
I'm sorry. So I'm apologize to the presidency and everything like that. It's not Ivanka. I think it's what's his wife's name? I think it starts with an M. Melania.
He gonna have Trump.
The first lady of the United States. She's out there.
I have both of them. Both Trump and his wife out there. Y'all just gonna
because
y'all phase one.
You know what I mean? I'm putting them out there because this is where we need eyes on this. And this is what the people want to see. This is what the people want to see.
What they want to see.
That's what they want to see. And I'm saying that because I seen when they had the inauguration and Trump was in, she had that hat on, that black hat. And it was like, it looked like Raiden from Mortal Kombat. So I'm like, I think she might be able to do something with that.
You got to give me the women with their abilities. Because I'm thinking very much Avenger mode right now. Because I definitely will put Black Widow out there. Yes. She don't need no weapon. I think she can really get to action. You know, give me Wakanda Forever. I'll take not his sister, but the little bald head chick. Yeah, definitely on the squad.
No, for sure.
For sure. I'm trying to think of who else.
Brittany Griner. For sure. She been in. Was she in Russia? They locked her up in Russia. She didn't see some stuff.
Cut her dreads. She's definitely on the team for sure.
100 men. Was it 100 men though? It was 100 men versus one gorilla. 100 men is not that much. I don't know, man. I feel like
we're gonna 100 women versus one orangutan. I think that's more. That's more because orangutan ain't want to play with neither now.
Hey, orangutan, you can't play with no monkeys.
Or 1-8. Now, in fact, you remember when the monkey snatched that lady face off?
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I seen another one too before we get out of here. I seen another one. It was like one hunter. It was like 1,000 rats. You seen that one?
No, I haven't seen any
rats,
of them.
5 lions, 3 bears, and you had to pick like which 2 you taking versus the rest of them.
One hunter, and he has a gun.
So you got one hunter with a gun. I think it's like 1,000 mice or rats. They got 1 lion.
And you get to choose which animal.
5 lions, 3 bears, and basically you got to pick 2 of them to be on your team, and the rest of them, you got to fight. So
you got to pick 2 of them to be on your team.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Oh, so I'm definitely doing. I want the rats. And
it's crazy. People have been saying the rats, but I think the rats will give you a fighting chance.
Yeah, no, I think the rats for sure. And how many tigers were there?
I don't know. I'm about to pull it up right now.
I think I want the rats and the bears, or the rats and the tigers, one of the 2. But I for sure need the rats for sure, just because you got to think about it. One phase versus one rat is gonna be like he may get me. He may get me. One phase versus one rat. That's primetime television right there. We're going all the rounds. I'm letting you know that. You put 2 rats out there, you got to be paying me something.
Okay, here we go. So this what it is. It's 50 eagles. It's 10 crocodiles. 3 bears.
Mm-hmm.
It's 15 wolves, 1,000 rats, 5 apes, 4 lions, and 1 man with a rifle. And you got to pick 2 from that list to fight the rest of them? Who
I'm
you
not the
taking?
man with the rifle.
No,
Let me be the man with the rifle,
no.
because that's not fair. That's not fair.
And then you gotta think about it, that's one man with one rifle. That's not a assault rifle,
It's
not
not
an
an assault
AR-15.
rifle.
That's
He's done. He's done.
so you gotta think about it. These two
And he's
teams.
gonna
I don't
miss
think I'm
one.
having him on my team.
No,
I
but
think I'm
let
going
me
with the
be the
five
man.
apes. I think I'm going 5 apes and 1,000 rats for sure,
5 apes and 1,000
or five
rats.
gorillas and 1,000 rats for sure.
Five
That's my
gorillas. I
team.
like that because I mean, you seen Planet of the Apes, and they know how to get down. They'll figure
Oh,
something out.
facts, facts.
So, yeah, I think I'm going with 1,000 rats just because if I see one rat, it's over with for me. So I need them on my team.
Not only
And
that,
then,
1,000 rats. Do you know how deadly that is? Because
yeah,
you can't just first of all you can't stump all. That's almost like the ant conversation. You
yeah,
can't stump all of them. The man with the rifle's not gonna be able to shoot all of them. The
yeah,
lion, he might be able to eat a few of them, but then what happens if they get inside and then chewed out his ear? You know.
yeah.
So I don't know. 1,000. That's just a scary sight to see.
That's a
One
scary
man
sight to
versus
see.
100 rats is a scary sight to see.
It's a scary sight to see. But I don't know. I think I'm definitely going with the rats, and I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I
That boy
want y'all
mind
to. I
boggling.
want y'all to let me know. What are
Boy
y'all going
mind
with?
boggling.
Give it to them one more time before we get out of here. Let them
All
know. I
right,
want
all
y'all
right, all
to
right. So
put
we
it in the
got
comments. What y'all know? What y'all gonna do?
y'all drop it
Yeah.
down in the comments, but we got again, it's 50 Eagles. And that's crazy. Eagles are strong too. I seen some Eagles
Mm-hmm.
pick up some gazelles, drop them off the side of a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already crazy right there. But 50 Eagles, I think it was like 10 crocodiles, 4 lions, 3 bears, 5 gorillas, one man with a rifle, and I think 1,000 rats. Did I already say that? Oh, and
Thousand
seven
rep.
bulls. I didn't even mention that. 7 bulls.
7 bulls. Okay. So y'all,
Them
y'all let
definitely
us
on my
know,
list.
man. But we appreciate y'all as always. We appreciate all the support we got on the live show as well. For the people that were there, for the people that are tapping in with that soon, we have a great episodes.
Man,
Not great. We have great episodes coming. We got a lot of guests coming on. So make sure you tap in because they're gonna come fast. Like it's already May. We at month five. We're at month 5 of this year already, everybody. So it's gonna come fast, but appreciate you guys. Brought to you by Blaze Pizza. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and comment on the post. Everything. We out of here. Unfazed, baby.
I'm unfazed.